on the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Sam Darnold and the Minnesota Vikings.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
First play and a first pass coming for Darnold. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Darnold. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
On first down, Darnold. Buying time to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. they've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Bullard. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Brandon Powell. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Oh, some strong running. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 56 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A check down here to Jones. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. Fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his protections downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings' decision for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Another run for Gibbs here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 3rd and 9 here. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. Here's Powell on the return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 1st and 10, Darnold going underneath. He's got Hockenson. 2 yards. Pick up there. And it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On 2nd down, Darnold. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A 1st down throw, Darnold. That's caught downfield by Addison. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picked up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Darnold. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The line of scrimmage is the 3 as they look to cash in on 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now.
Oh, that's into a double team. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. We're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception, handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
Oh, time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Out of the gun. Goff. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, these defensive backs have been getting torched all game long, and finally, a small measure of revenge here. That time the coverage downfield is excellent, and they're right there to battle for the football and force the incomplete pass.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they work this past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, it's Darnold. But underneath, he's got Hockenson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Up the middle, Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Now 2nd and 9. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. Got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now, first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Again to Jones. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Darnold on third down. Towards the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In the stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack. You're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And they will take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Oh, they absolutely pitched a shot, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call it? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Vikings, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, 17-0 on the regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss could be an impactful one as they'll finish at 11-6 on the year. And it's going to be wait-and-see time as they figure out their status for the upcoming playoffs. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.